No one should ever have to go through what I've been through. I'd had my 21st birthday a couple of days beforehand, a big event over at my place, and everyone was there, and we had a really good time, I wouldn't expect what happened on that Tuesday to have happened in my lifetime. I could see the glass flexing above us in the IRD building, and it was kind of waving like that, and I thought, oh shit, this is not looking good. I looked over at the CTV building and that was shaking really violently. The glass started to smash, and I thought, oh no, these guys aren't going to stand a chance. The pillar shattered outwards, and then the building started pancaking down on itself. The top floor was intact as it fell, and crushed the rest of the building below. She screamed. I've never heard a piercing scream like that in my life, absolute screaming, and she ran up to the building site, started pulling rubble off. I grabbed her, pulled her back because the lift shaft was still standing at that point, and I didn't want the lift shaft to fall over on top of us. We ended up seeing bodies being pulled out and piled into the park next door. It was a scene of absolute chaos. I'll never forget the sight of a guy in gumboots actually, and his body had come out from the building, and his body was put down in the park. They were actually in a row, all the bodies were in a row, lined up because they didn't know what to do with them. I'll never forget, I was sort of looking underneath the tarps or whatever they had thrown on top to see whether it was anyone that we had known. Because obviously the families kind of wanted to know if their loved ones had survived. For me, it was really at the funerals that I started to go, wow, they're not coming back. And you never really want to admit that your friends aren't coming back, but yeah, once you saw their caskets and actually at the funerals surrounded by their family and friends and loved ones, I think that's when it really hit. For me, personally. We tried to make it through as many funerals as possible. I think from memory, in one day, I think we managed to squeeze in 3 to 4 funerals. I remember the first time that I was like, right, let's turn this around, let's, deal with this pain and this agony and move forward from here, was when we started to rebuild CTV again. That was actually, I have to say, was a lifesaver. And I honestly think that helped us get through. It gave us something to focus on and to sort of make good at what we'd lost, even though we didn't have our colleagues, which was incredibly difficult and sad. But it gave us a new chance to start again and prove to them that we could do it and do it for them, for those that are no longer with us. I look at life a hell of a lot differently, that's for sure. One thing that I had to make a decision about, and this is a decision that we individually have to make, is you're either going to become a victim of the situation or you're going to become a survivor. There was a period there in my life where I couldn't take it anymore. I was sort of thinking, can I get through this? Can I do this? With the survivor's guilt, with the anxiety levels, everything. And I was like, how do I get through this situation? Am I going to be a victim? Or am I going to turn the tables and go, right, that's happened. It's a horrible situation. It should never happen to anybody ever. But I'm not going to let that situation define who I am as a person. There's so many good things about life that makes you want to live it. In a way, I'm glad that I've been through it because it's made me a stronger person, and it's sort of created, I guess, a understanding of empathy and sort of not taking things too seriously and having fun with life now. but also sort of sitting there and understanding, if someone's having a bad day, I'll sit there and listen. I tell you what, I now live life. I've only got so much time on this earth remaining. I don't know when my time's up, and that's definitely one thing that's sort of imprinted on me, is that you really never know what's around the corner. The thing is, I've only got what I've got now, and with the people that I surround myself with. So basically make the most of that and enjoy those little moments with your friends, with your family. Make the most of it, go on those crazy adventures, take that trip across the world, and do something that you're passionate about. Don't sweat the small stuff. I lost my colleagues, I lost my friends. It wasn't an easy road to recovery, but at the end of the day, to make my life worthwhile, I've got to make the most of my life and live it for those that are no longer here, living right now.